Hey, how's it going, guys? So Summer Game Fest 2024 just wrapped up, and I wanted to briefly talk about everything that was shown and give you some of my thoughts on the whole thing. So let's get into it. Alright, so for this section, I'm just going to speed run through everything that was announced, otherwise this video would be way too long. If you want to check out more, I left the appropriate links down in the description below. LEGO Horizon Adventures, No More Room in Hell 2, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, Cuff Bust, a new Star Wars Outlaws trailer, Neva, Civilization 7, Black Myth Wukong, Asgard's Wrath 2, Once Human, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, Metaphor, Batman Arkham Shadow, a trailer for new characters for Street Fighter 6, Tears of Metal, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Delta Force Hawk Ops Multiplayer, Delta Force Black Hawk Down, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mecha Break, Blumhouse Games' new slate of games, a Power Rangers beat 'em up, Deer and Boy, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Slitterhead, Killer Bean, Karen, Wanderstop, Unknown 9 Awakening, Enno Trail The Last Song, The First Ascendant, Outer Sloth, an Among Us TV show trailer, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Dune Awakening, Battle Aces, The Finals Season 3 trailer, Alan Wake 2 DLC, New World Aeternum, a new season for Honkai Star Rail, I believe. I don't play this game much, so I'm not sure. Dark and Darker, Path of the Goddess, Hyper Light Breaker, a new Party Animals trailer, a new Skate gameplay trailer, a new Power World DLC trailer, Valorant's announcement for consoles, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Phantom Blade Zero. By far out of this entire event, my favorite announcement was probably the year 2 for Street Fighter 6. Seeing Terry Beauregard it's got me all hyped up. It's pretty crazy, if I'm being honest. And seeing Mai, Elena, and Bison as well was actually really cool. Also, I wanted to say that the support for indie games and highlighting when a game was an indie game was actually really great. And I really like the idea of like the Outer Sloth company just funding a bunch of indie games and making more great indie games I think that's really cool. Seeing Valorant coming to consoles is pretty exciting, and then they say it's going to come out this year too. I think that's great, but people say that and it'll come out next year, so we'll have to wait and see. That trailer for Black Myth Wukong that announced the date that it was supposed to release was amazing. It's a CG trailer, but it was pretty dang beautiful. Slitterhead was definitely the weirdest game of the show, and that's not in a bad way. That's because the game looks really interesting. But I was definitely taken off guard when I started watching the gameplay trailer. I thought it was like an investigative horror game, and then it turned into like an alien hack and slash. I just didn't know what I was watching. The CG trailer for The First Ascendant looked pretty dope, but from my light research that I did, people seem to be pretty skeptical about how this game is going to perform based off how the beta went last year, but we'll have to wait and see when that game comes out. The final trailer show, Phantom Blade Zero, was wow, that game was amazing. That music had me so freaking hyped. And the gameplay looked so slick and clean. I just can't wait to see more from this game because it just looks amazing. I understand this game has been doing well, especially for a VR game, but seeing a trailer for Asgard's Wrath 2 was weird because it's already been out for quite some time now. I think like 5-6 months now. Yeah, it's been out for some time, so just seeing it there was like, cool, great for VR, but like, I don't know, I just want to see new games, you know, not stuff that's been out for quite some time, you know. They had, I guess it was like an ad segment. They had like 2 or 3 of these sections where like it was just ads for mobile games. The ad for Squad Busters, that mobile game, it's great, but the trailer, I've already seen it in my feed a bunch of times. And then unfortunately there was no Kingdom Hearts that came out, so I was pretty bummed out about that. But Jeff did say not to get our hopes up, but I definitely still had my hopes up. So overall, it was a great show, and there weren't too many lows this year. It's also cool to see that most of the indie games that were shown were some of the best trailers of the entire show. I don't like to talk down on people who make games like this because it's difficult and it's very demanding, but I honestly feel like there weren't many negative things to talk about during this year's show in general. Alright, there are still a bunch of other shows coming up throughout the summer, and if you're interested in any of them, let me know in the comments. Of course, if you want to see more videos like this and you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you later. Peace!